What's up, guys? Welcome. Uh, Tim and Steve, Alpha Flow Trader, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living, here to take some trades this morning using our AI winning signals, our winning AI machine learning powered signals. Um, AlphaFlowTrader.com is where you can get all of the information. You can learn about our products. You can learn about trading in general. Um, in our Learn section as well. You can also join us live Monday through Friday during the New York session from say market open until maybe 11:30 ish, around 11:30, and just watch how we use our tool on a daily basis. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, appreciate you guys joining us. Send out a couple quick messages. Um,
Good morning, guys. Just scanning these markets here. I know we've got 3 minutes till market open.
what are you looking at now, Alpha?
I'm on ES
Yes,
now.
now.
Looks like we're gonna have a whole bunch of nothing at the open. Uh, Everything's at central pivots right now. ES, NQ, Russell's at central pivot. Uh, Dow is the only one that has reached their R3 level. But Dow is an outside day today, so I guess we'll start with our inside outside days.
All right. Do you want me to switch over your screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you share? Did you?
Let's do that. Share screen. Select screen. All right. I'm good to go.
Um,
Yeah.
let's see it on everything else. All right, 1 second, guys. Just trying to figure out you guys.
Good morning, Dran.
All right. Yeah, I'm having trouble with TikTok, Steve. Got it on everything else. I guess I'll just morning brand. I guess I'll just skip back over to mine and just walk it through.
Mhm.
All right, so that sucks. Share screen, the TikTok, that, feeling the preview. Yeah, all right, Steve, I'm sorry, man. I'm just gonna do it over here. All right, sorry about yes.
ES. All right, guys. Inside day, outside days. We're gonna go through each index, starting with the indexes, and see are we in an inside or outside day.
Really quickly before that starts, I now show. So this now you guys see I switched over to the 1 day chart here. And you see how price today, this candle of today's price is already outside of yesterday. So when he says inside outside day, that's all he's referring to, and we'll talk about why that matters.
All right, so yeah, as you can see on markets just opened. As you can see on Tim's chart, uh, ES is in an outside day. Today's candle is already above yesterday's range or yesterday's high. And let's see what this ES candle does real quick for the first minute or so. Just trying to get a gauge on the momentum we got this morning. Squeeze it down because they're far out there today.
Oh, are they?
ES is yeah, I know ES is up there. He's condensed the chart down.
There they are.
Yeah,
Okay,
condensed the
sorry.
chart down. That's why I said it's gonna be a lot of nothing going on today
Yeah.
because it's an outside day, but you see how far R3 is away. So
Makes it look good. It never gets there.
yeah, but
Damn. Okay, so yeah, so you said it outside day, or inside day.
it's an outside day.
Oh, it is.
Excuse me, guys. All right, so we got a ways to go
Long way to go for yes.
on ES. NQ is gonna be not as bad as ES. It looks like it's pretty close to R3 right now.
Yeah.
It's pumping at the open. It's already at all-time highs. So I don't even have to go back to the daily chart to figure out if that's an outside day or inside day. We just made a new all-time high, so we're clearly above
Definitely an
yesterday's
outside day.
range.
Very exciting.
So it is an outside day on NQ as well. NQ's looking pretty strong at the open.
It is relative here to ES. You see that.
Yeah.
Jump over to Dow.
Dow and Russell. Now Russell's looking relatively strong. Or I mean weak here at the open.
Strong week.
Yeah. A lot of volume.
Very weak.
Man, Russell's candles have been Russell's volume at the opens have been pretty down.
I did catch it on Bloomberg this morning when I was just getting everything set up. They were talking about Russell specifically. I wish I was paying more attention.
Russell is an inside day, surprisingly. R3s and S3s are in play for Russell, which is right at S3. Let's see what that level looks like here. Yeah, just tapped, rejected off S3. S3 is in play, guys. Is it a very strong level? Doesn't have it doesn't have any other levels like going on with it. I don't see there's no supply zone or but I look to the left and it's not above any or it's not below any past lows. It's just the positioning of that S3 to me is not very sexy.
On which one?
Russell.
Russell, yeah.
S4 for sure looks a lot better than the S3 level here, but it just doesn't have much going on with it. Although it did test it, it wicked off it pretty good.
Yeah, and then you see, guys, that's why these levels are part of our strategy. As you can see here on Russell 29-22, where we have our S3 pivot support level.
Yeah.
And look at how price reacted to it. It was strong selling pressure, and right. So that's why these levels are important. Move on to gold.
Yeah. With Dow, let me see. I didn't take a look at Dow. Now Dow and Russell are diverging today. Let's see if Dow's an outside day. All right, so R4s, S4s are what we're looking at for Dow today. R4s and S4s. Let's see what R4 level looks. Well, R4, no, it's not. R4, yeah, that's at a decent position in comparison to the history of the Dow. It's at a very good level. All right. What do we got? Oil and gold.
Gold. I have
gold. All right. So gold is an outside day to the upside. It's above yesterday's range. So gold should be currently bullish. Just waiting for my chart to load back up, my 5-minute chart.
All right, yeah. So what you're seeing, guys, is 5-minute gold chart is loading right now. So what you're seeing on the screen. We know it's an outside day.
All right, there we go.
Price today is already outside of yesterday's range.
Yeah, so gold is positioned. Damn, its spread is pretty wide as well. I mean, it's close to R3, but we'd need gold to be at R4.
Gold at R3 does it pretty good with pre-market.
It does. It supplies on there, pre-market there.
And gold is just anecdotal, right? I don't have data to back this up, but we were talking about how gold does seem to move, respect S3s more than the other indexes on outside days, right?
It has tapped it quite a bit and reacted off it. 1, 2, 3. So
yeah, going all the way back to 5:50 a.m. That level, right around that level.
Yeah.
So same thing though with the other indexes, right? Just gotta wait patiently for that one out, right?
Euro, you say gold to euro, you said?
Yeah, I got euro next.
Euro's at central pivot currently. It is an inside day.
R3 is look at all the stuff between now and R3. Asia high, Monday
Yeah,
high, Friday
yeah,
high,
it's got a lot
pre-market
to,
high, supply zone.
lot of resistance to get
Yeah.
through to get to R3.
Yeah. All right, so same kind of situation there. I will jump on to crude now.
Crude
Crude we have sitting close. Assuming I have, where do you have your crude S3?
outside day as well.
8704.
I just went right back to the chart. Hold on a second. You said 80. What you said? 8704 is
Yeah,
S3, and
yeah.
8555 is S4. So outside day, right? Yeah, outside day, and we're waiting for the S4s.
What's up, guys? Appreciate you guys joining us. Yeah, if you're just joining us, I'm Tim. To my left is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our indicator company, but we're not indicator guys. We are just regular dudes that day trade. We created this indicator initially just for ourselves to use, to make decision making easier, of course, to make money, and used it for ourselves for some time, and they started sharing it with those close to us, and now it started as of about 2 weeks ago.
It should.
Let me know if it goes out again, Duran.
Maybe. Actually, I might have just. I know I charged the main thing and one mic. I probably haven't.
We'll see if it goes back off. I'll switch over to my condenser mic. Let's see. No, yeah, it's definitely gonna die. Give me 1 second. Go ahead, Steve. Talk for a minute.
You want this? Oh, you can't even have it.
No.
Can't even have that. All right, guys. While Tim fixes his mic, what were we looking at? Let's go back and see what how ES is performing. We'll put an ES in NQ. ES starting to pump. NASDAQ still making all-time highs, making a new all-time high. ES is officially at all-time highs as well. So both ES and NQ are making new all-time highs. So we're going to try to see how far it wants to run, and hopefully could get up here to our R4 levels and get exhausted. Let's see which R4 level looks better, ES or NQ. Well, actually, no, we're in blue skies, guys. We have nothing to reference R4 off of. I got R4 as well. So our R4 level for ES is at 76.34. So that's the area we'll be anticipating a reversal if it gets there today. And for NQ, I have my R4 level at 30,632. So we're waiting for NQ to get up to 30,632 before we start looking for reversals there. And it certainly may get there. This market's been pretty relentless, even with the bad news or the false news on ceasefires and what seems to be ceasefires breaking down. We're still pumping. Let's look at our calendar for today. I don't normally on Fridays we have Michigan sentiment, but not today. There is no Michigan sentiment scheduled for today. I don't see any relevant news scheduled for today. Not on TradingView, not on Forex Factory. She got Chicago PMI, but it's not. That's usually not very impactful. I haven't seen much headlines overnight. I did a brief scan through the news, our news feed here, and I haven't seen anything that should shake up the markets this morning. Appreciate the follow, FAE Sport. Thank you, man.
All right, guys. How's that? Duran, let me know, buddy. I just switched over to this other mic. Let us know if the sound's okay.
Hey, Duran, let us know if you can hear Tim.
Yeah, just make sure it sounds all right. Cool. Let's go. Appreciate the heads up. Keith, what's up, bro? Keith, I see you on Facebook. My boy Keith, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, bro. I know it's not the type of microphone you're used to seeing me behind. Well, similar type, I guess, just different setting. All right, cool. So where do we leave off? So we just made another all-time high on ES.
Both of them are just
Bumping right now.
pushing that all-time high number up.
Yep. So, which is cool because we got a long ways to go to get up here to where we want to trade it, right? So.
And Russell is doing the opposite.
Let's jump on Russ. Yeah, Russell coming down. Dow converged with the text indexes, right? But Russell, of course, over here.
As well, right?
Yeah.
Now Dow has a very realistic shot of getting to R4 here. Of all the indexes, it looks like it would be Dow at 50, and they'd have to break 51 to get there, which is another milestone number for Dow, 51,000.
Yep, which is just shy of our R4 there.
Yeah. Actually, I got, past 16. That'd be perfect. That's a good reversal point right there. Break 51, couple
Mess around a little bit, yeah.
Start turning around. So.
Yeah, Russell looking really weak this morning, but Russell's also been looking really strong, and this could just be all those profit takers. Yeah. Because Russell has been looking really strong. Guys, on any of the lives, hey, Brittany, what's up? Swale, what's up? Hey, guys, on any of the lives, if you have any questions, you can just type them in the chat. Steve's watching YouTube. I'm watching TikTok and Facebook. And we'll answer them on the live as well. And maybe sometimes just reply back in text, but we'll definitely answer it for you guys live as well. So Tim and Steve with Alpha Flow Trader, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living, created our own indicator, is what you're seeing on the screen right now. All these key levels, every key level you see here, all your Asia highs, London highs, pre-market highs, prior days, prior weeks, as well as this volume session profile, the supply zones and demand zones that are automatically drawn, as well as these Camarillo pivot levels. So everything you see on the screen, just one indicator, our indicator that we built for ourselves to make money. And then been using it for a long time for ourselves to make money, started sharing it with friends and family, and as of a couple weeks ago decided, you know what, we're just going to make this thing public. And that's what we're doing, is every Monday through Friday morning, just demoing our tool and how we use it to make money every day in the market. So yeah, just that's a quick recap. alphaflowtrader.com is where you can go to get all of the information you need on our products, or even just general trading information in our learning section. You can really learn a lot of great stuff there, especially if you're new. So guys, we appreciate you joining us. And right now this morning is just a waiting game, right? I do see, let me switch over. We did not talk about Bitcoin. So the one guy we never talk about, and we actually skipped this morning, natural gas here as well.
It just gave us a signal to Bitcoin.
Yeah, so guys, perfect example of what our signals do. We don't trade Bitcoin right now. We observe and we let the... Yeah.
Right at the demand zone.
Yeah, and it must be an inside day.
I've taken Bitcoin completely off my quant hour chart, probably for good reason. So I was gonna hop in that one, but it's not even on my quant hour.
Is it not?
No.
Okay, so you see right there, perfect example though of our signals, right? So you see the signal after candle close and confirmation. You see the signal information right there. It says reversal long, cam reversal. It tells you the entry, and then it gives you the grade. And then if you hover over it, it's going to give you all of the reasons why that was graded the way it was, right? So that's one cool thing about our indicator. A lot of other indicators, they'll give you the signal. They'll give you that triangle, that green triangle or that red triangle down, and they'll fire those things off all day long, but you have no context. You have no reason other than trust me, bro, right? Which is not something we do, right? So, or it's just purely based off volume and price action of that candle, maybe, or it's just. So anyway, with ours now. That said, if you're into scalping and you want to go scalp with the trend, you can also You can also, if you notice, we make it really simple when a market shift happens. Notice how the candle colors change. Now, if you notice, we don't do red and green, and that's for a reason, because you'll see some of these green candles that are highlighted red, so they would be red candles, but we don't want this. We want you to understand that just because you see one red candle does not mean a market shift has happened or it's changed and you should have any reason to rethink what you're doing. So we keep it really simple. You see a color change, that means a market shift happened. So for my scalpers, you see this right here changes from orange to green. You see a little small arrow below that. You can scalp that up, right? And then you can literally get out at the next color, right? So if you look, it's not always going to work. You're going to have short moves. You'll get stopped out, small losses here and there. But for our scalpers, although we're not a scalping indicator, you can absolutely use our market shift indication for scalping. So right now you see it's in this trade off a demand zone. Now, like I said, if this was any other instrument, just about any other instrument we have up, probably would have entered this trade. But Bitcoin's just not a fan of intraday trading on Bitcoin right now. Now, do we see winners off our signals? Of course we do. But oh yeah. So we do. We have added the link to our bio, and on all of our platforms, you should be able to find a link to alphaflowtrader.com now. Appreciate that, Duran. Appreciate that. And matter of fact,
Duran's our streaming coach, man.
which is crazy, dude, because like I said, I was in marketing and digital marketing for about 20 years, and but the nuances of live streaming, where, like I said, I was a marketer, not a streamer. We're not streamers or TikTokers. We do this just to show our tool and let you guys see the trades we take, right? But I am going to go ahead and put that in the chat and pin it just so you guys can know where to get the information. All right, Mohammed, what's up? Mamie, what's up?
They allow the host to pin the website?
Yeah, he can do it too. Yeah. So yeah.
I can't, so make me a mod as well then. 'Cause I tried
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I tried to.
Well, then you won't be able
do
to.
website. I can't.
Well, you won't be able to.
Oh.
Yeah. So until we get that going more naturally, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Grayson, what's up? Jessica, what's up? Yeah. So guys, it's going to be a sort of wait day to see what plays out here. Right now, you do see one of our signals is live in this Bitcoin trade. It 67 ticks, TP1 at 73,710. And you see it even recommends based your contract. So look at that. So if you hover over the stop there, it's going to tell you your entry, your stop, what the risk is, how much it is per contract, the ATR, and what your max contracts are. Now that's all adjustable. You can add that information into your settings and tell it what your risk is, and that's how it's going to calculate that for you. So that's just based on whatever I have mine at right now for Bitcoin. Back over to ES. Yeah, didn't quite make it there to R3. NQ pushing past R3 already. Yeah, so NQ looking really strong. I mean, they're both looking really strong. Just ES is so far away from where we need it to be. To where we would trade it, but they both look strong. Gold looks strong right now. Gold, I may be interested in at R3 in this supply zone.
Russell is flashing off that S3. Which I said I didn't like that S3 very much. It is flashed a weak signal. I will pass on it. I just don't like the positioning of this S3.
Well, and it's been weak since for the last over an hour. Russell's just been weak.
Right, I know the volume profile hasn't built itself out yet. It's only 10 minutes in.
Right, Richie, what's up?
But we're right at
Kenneth, what's up?
Control as well.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you just join us, Alpha Flow Trader, alphaflowtrader.com is where you can see our indicator that we created for ourselves to make money. We started sharing it with the public about 3 weeks ago. And we just demo it here live. You guys can check it out. Get the information at alphaflowtrader.com. I believe I pinned it in the comments on TikTok anyway. And yeah, guys, you can our tool pays for itself in less than one trade, right? Even if you're trading micros. And if you join with us, you'll see how we use it as well to sort of help you. I mean, you could certainly just take every signal it shows you if you have the stomach for that. We don't. We still use context and these key levels around it that our indicator also gives you. So everything you see here on the chart is all our tool, and you can find the links and the bios of all of our social medias as well. So that's where we're at, guys. It's kind of a waiting game right now. Just waiting to see what happens. Right now on my screen, you see Dow and Russell. Russell looking really weak. Dow's starting to turn as well, which makes me think ES probably is. Yes, it is. ES has already come up. ES and NQ both made all-time highs again today.
They hit R3.
No, not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Michael, what's up? Wow, what's up? HF. Luis, what's up?
Nasdaq's definitely stronger than NQ this morning.
Or stronger than
I mean,
ES.
ES
Yeah,
this
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, and yeah, Nasdaq is everybody else struggling a little bit. Nasdaq working its way up strong right now, looking really strong on the tech sector. And if you look at the Mag 7, you'll probably see the reason for that. HB, what's up, bro? We appreciate the follow, man. Appreciate the follow for sure. If you trade or you have any questions, let us know. You want to know what you're seeing, let us know. This is our indicator that we built for ourselves to make money. We started sharing it with the public about 2 to 3 weeks ago. You can find all the information in our bios as well as at alphaflowtrader.com. Yeah, so just kind of a waiting game right now, guys. It's been sort of a weird week. It started off with the holiday Monday, and then we've had really conflicting news back and forth between Iran and the U.S., and it's been a wonky week. But that said, wonky week, our signals are still definitely in the green. So if you're rocking with the indicator this week, you're even through these crazy conditions, you are profitable this week. Not a lot of action to talk about overnight, though, like we usually have, which just kind of tells you how the day went yesterday. So
No news, no scheduled news. End of the month, no scheduled high impact news at least for today,
yep.
and not much news going on.
What are the different colors indicating? Hey, HB, great question, man. What are the different colors indicating? So I'll start here with the big blue blob in the middle of the screen, okay? That's called your volume session profile that it's building out right now. So after about an hour of market open, we will then consider the high of this area and the low of this area as key levels that we would consider looking for trades off of, getting outside or inside of it or outside of them. The other colors you're seeing, so the ones with the labels here that says S3s and R3s and R4s, those are Camarillo pivot levels, institutional levels where we look for reversals, support and resistance, right? So for example, on an inside day, if we get down here to S4, we would look to go long here at S4, or if we get up here, we'd look to go short. All right, now all these other colors you see, you can customize those. For us, we use purple for Asia, we use blue for London, we use orange for prior day, baby blue for prior week, pink for prior month, so on and so forth. So each one of those are your key levels. So you can see right now very quickly and easily, you can say, oh, well, I see that price on Dow has already come through and swept London low here, but it didn't sweep Asia low. So that could always be a possibility, right? So yeah, so each one of these are just key levels. And then lastly, another very important part is these shaded areas. You're going to see red up there, and you'll see green off and down here. Might not have one for a while, but yeah. So you'll see auto supply zones drawn up top and demand zones down below. You see this one is a 4-hour, meaning our tool automatically found a supply zone on the 4-hour time frame, and it adds it to your chart on this time frame. So that way, if you're a supply and demand trader, a zone trader, you can start looking for shorts right here as well. So it's really kind of like three strategies we have that we use intermingle, just based on market conditions. So I hope that answers your question, HB. And if you have anything else, man, let us know.
Flashing a pending signal.
Yeah, Russell. Okay, so guys, another example. So right now, I'll show you what a signal looks like that's active and confirmed. You see this long signal is active and confirmed, meaning it's black with green text and it has the information for the trade. But if you see what's happening right now,
Actually did confirm a signal.
if you see what's happening now, where did I see that signal? Oh, was that on Russell? Yeah, so this one was just flashing and it just confirmed over to a poor signal. So once it turns green, that does mean it was confirmed, but you see the grade on this one is poor. And if you look at the price, although those down wicks look pretty good.
That's what I was about to say. I'm probably going to regret that.
It just, my problem with this trade right now is just that the other, I don't know though. Yeah, I might jump in it, man. I might jump in it. Got a little discount now. Let's see. Oh. And it is a poor signal, so we do grade them for a reason, guys. All right, cool. HB, yeah. Any questions you have, bro? I can't see. I can't see if I don't want to say, bro, if you're a lady, but my eyes are terrible and I got the screen far away. But either way, DM us, man. And how can you tell which stock is which? Okay, so you may not be able to see it on my screen. Maybe you can, but up here in the top, can you see it on the screen?
upper left corner.
Yeah. Up here, HB, you see it says E-mini Dow Jones. Over here it says E-mini Russell. So we don't trade individual stocks. We trade futures indexes. So we trade the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell. We trade gold, oil, but we do not trade individual company stocks. Now, that said, our indicator, we've been doing some testing. Our indicator works very well on trading individual stocks as well. It's just not what we do, right? Mohammed, what's up? Hugo, what's up? So right now, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good not getting FOMO on that one and jumping in. So, yeah, not a fan of it, dude. Just overall bearish right now on Russell. Add that with the poor, that it was just a poor signal.
It's in a high volume node. It's right at point of control. It's in a classic chop area.
It's an area where it probably wants to stick around for a bit.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna go up. It's gonna come down. It's gonna go up. It's gonna come
Kemi
down.
Donna, what's up? Ha, what's up?
We needed to break out of that area.
So because you feel that it is more profitable and consistent. Well, I mean, listen. So it not necessarily. It's for us. It's definitely profitable and consistent. But I know guys that day trade stocks as well, individual stocks as well, and they're very profitable and consistent as well. For us, it's just a matter of being able to move with the entire market versus one company. So, but now that said,
And we just know what to look for every morning. Like, we don't have to search what's
yeah.
what's moving this morning.
What press
Out of
releases?
the hundreds of thousands of stock companies out there this morning. Which one's moving? Which one has the volume? We need volume. And every single day we can come behind our computer and know ES is going to be moving today, NQ is going to be moving today. You know, it's a market that we get to learn its personality, its character, and how it moves and stuff, rather than trying to memorize.
Tried to learn 50 different
Microsoft,
things.
Apple,
Yeah.
Netflix.
Now that said, for example, like if you were trading NQ and you wanted some extra confluence, you can certainly go over and look at the Mag 7 and see what is NVIDIA doing, what is Apple doing, what is Microsoft doing, Amazon, so on and so forth. But that is not really part of our strategy. We just go with the larger index markets, and that's what we're comfortable with, and that's what we understand and have learned. Excuse me. And yeah, it's about being comfortable. How do you start day trading? Great question. So for me, it was my children. First of all, I had some friends, and the guy to my left, Steve. Right, I was in corporate America for a long time. Made a transition out of there and just decided I wanted to stop trading time for money and start trading using my money to make money. And really the basic thing is and this is going to sound like I'm pitching you. I'm not. Go to alphaflowtrader.com and go to our learning section. Because I feel like we have some really great articles, specifically read about what are futures, what is day trading, and how you can use prop firm accounts. And that brings me on to my next point, which is to really learn day trading or get into it, if you don't want to just take money and dump it into a brokerage account and start trading with it, which you can do with very little money, by the way, you go to a thing called a prop firm. We use Buellnox, BULENOX.com. We use a Buellnox for prop accounts, and you can go there, and right now, like using our discount code, you can get a 50K evaluation account for like $20. If you pass that evaluation, meaning you hit the profit level within X amount of time, which we can help you do, you can actually start getting live payouts without ever putting money into a brokerage account, as long as you stick with a plan and you stay consistent, right? So what you see on my screen here is my live cash account, but what you don't see off screen is I also have several prop firm accounts that I also copy trade on, because it's just different ways you can make money. And over there on the prop accounts, I can even upsize a little bit more because I'm not using my own capital to do it, right? Yeah, Steve just put in the chat to Buellnox and our promo code. So if you do get over there to Buellnox.com and get the 50K option 1 account, let us know. Come join our lives, DM us, and you can take these trades with us. And I think, honestly, for me, the best way that I learned was by doing it. Of course, I spent my nights learning how to read charts, and I'm reading books about it and watching videos. But the best way I could learn was to jump in and do it. And once you start to get a feel for it, it really just starts to click. And it takes some time. I'm not going to tell you it's overnight. But if you have guys like us that you follow or that you're close with, it definitely can make that learning curve a bit shorter and give you a little more confidence to make money while you learn. So Sears, I hope that answered your question, but feel free to let me know if not. Heath, what's up? Damani, what's up? Only Queasy, what's up? So yeah, so that's that. That's nice. I have some time on my hands and willing to invest. HB, yeah, lock in with us, man. And if you're new to trading completely, like I said, man, jump over to BuellKnox.com, get the 50K option 1 account with our promo code AlphaFlow. It's going to bring that cost down to about $20. Once you have that prop account, let us know. And then jump on our lives with us in the New York session, and you can start taking trades with us live and see how it works without you risking any of your own money, right? But with the reward of potentially making money. So that's why I'm really, really a big fan of prop firm trading for new traders, because you have skin in the game, even though you're not having your own money in there. Any ages? I'm guessing it's not. Sure. I mean, I believe you have to be 18 to open for a prop firm account. Does it even matter on a prop firm account? Yeah, I think you have to be 18. Yeah. So I think you have to be 18. But for example, my son may or may not, who just turned 18, but may or may not have had one before then, as long as he has a good family member. Sorry, you said alphaflowtrader.com. 19. Oh, you're good. You're good, man. My son started trading at 18, 19. Both my older sons did. Yeah, so you definitely can do it. It's alphaflowtrader.com. I'll drop it in the chat real quick. Give me a second. I'm having to work around my condenser mic here because my lavalier went out. I'm not going to say any names on who didn't charge him last night, Steve, but, no big deal. All right, so I just put it in the chat for you guys. Now, so that's alphaflowtrader.com. That is our website. If you're looking for the prop firm account that I was just telling you about, it's BuellKnox.com, and then I'm going to put the promo code in here now too. Just make sure when you're selecting the account you want to buy, 2 things. Make sure when you put the promo code in that you click apply. You have to make sure you see that price change before you check out. And the other one, make sure you choose the 50K option 1 account. In my opinion, that's the best one, and that's the one you can get for $20 right now. And I just put that one in there and pinned it as well. So that's the 2 websites. Alphaflowtrader.com is our website where you can learn about trading and our tools that we see on our screen now. But to get the prop account, you go to BuellKnox.com. And then you can reach out to us offline, and we can tell you how to get set up on a free chart tool called Quantower that you can download on your PC, and we can show you how to get this. You see on my screen right now TradingView, which is what I use here, but then I use Quantower for my prop accounts. And it sounds complicated. It's really not, man. I promise you.
Looks like that Russell trade did get stopped out.
Yep.
Official loss of an indicator, but it did rate it as a weak signal anyways.
Yep. So.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, and this Bitcoin signal that's already in right now is still fighting. Right now, it's kind of trapped between VWAP and the 21 EMA there. Yeah. But yeah, we appreciate the questions, y'all. Like, for real, it makes the live so much better when we can engage with you guys, and also, like, me personally, and I know Steve too. We just also really love helping new traders sort of find trading. Yeah. It's not going to tell you it's a get rich, none of that kind of stuff, but you definitely can make a living or supplemental income once you just lock in with a strategy and you have the right tools in place. Biggest, what's up? Tenderoni, what's up? I am not calling. I just hope that's a woman. No problem. I'm with you. It's not too complicated. No, it's really not, man. It's really not. But I will warn you: do not jump on YouTube and just start watching a million different strategies and a million different people. Like, the strategies we trade are very simple trading strategies, tested in time, right? Supply and demand, support and resistance, and value area, right? So our strategies are very, very simple. And what I've found especially is, and trust me, I've done all of what people do when they start trading. I watched all the videos. Oh, here's 50 different strategies. I want to try them all. No, man, just find you a couple really simple, dumb it down as much as you can. And it's not Ro for real. Yeah. Oh, Duran, yeah. It's not, man. It's really not, man. It's and it's a lot of fun too. It's a lot of fun, man. And then when you want to start your when you're ready to get off the prop firm account and you want to get onto a live brokerage account like you see on my screen here, you don't need a lot of money to start that either. If you're trading micro contracts, you could throw $500, $1,000 in there and start off risking $50 a trade or something. Whatever your risk will allow you based on that contract and price at that time. You might find it keeps you out of some trades, but that's okay too. Just take the trades you can afford at that time, and if you're risking 50 to make 100. You do that over time. The math adds up pretty quickly. But we appreciate all the questions. And if you guys have any more, let us know. Jason, what's up, man? See you on Facebook. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Enjoy watching your boy's baseball career, man. But yeah, so yeah.
NQ started to lose a little bit of steam here.
Let's jump
at
over there.
all-time highs. So is ES, just a little bit. Might just be just our normal pullback or normal.
ES just
consolidation.
ES did look pretty beautiful off R3 though. There,
Yeah.
a nice little tap there.
But yeah, it looked like they're just consolidating right now, trying to gather some momentum for another push upwards, hopefully towards R4.
Yeah, definitely bullish still, guys. You see how far above price is above the VWAP and the EMA right now. Interestingly enough, we talked about this volume session profile here that the tool builds out. R3 was right there, as well as the value area high, although it's still building, but you see how price reacted. And similar here on NQ. Now, as this forms out in another, say, 20, 30 minutes, it'll be interesting to see if this value area it stays here, in which case it gets stronger and stronger, or does it just keep pushing up? And we'll see. ES right now is showing a potential market shift. You guys, you see the color candle changing from our tool, changing from the green to the orange. That lets you know that a market shift may be happening. To watch it. Of course, you do not do anything with market shifts unless you're a scalper, but even then, you will not do it until you see this 5-minute candle close. We trade on the 5-minute. You can use our tool on the 2-minute, the 15-minute, any time frame you want. We just prefer the 5-minute right now. Can I use Mac? So with for trading view, yes.
If he's starting out, that's probably the best route, the best charting platform to use anyway.
Yeah, but not with Buellnox. Oh yeah, you can still use Buellnox with trading view, can't you?
I think how you can switch.
Yes, but yeah, so I trade on a Mac. But I do have a PC for Quantower. Give me a second. I'm going to figure that out.
We've got other firms that we can
refer to. I do recommend TradingView. Windows is best for trading. Windows is best for trading on Quantower for sure. Quantower, if you're going to use Quantower. If you're using TradingView, it doesn't really matter as long as you're using the desktop version. But give me a minute and I will come up with something for you for that. I will say the reason why Buellnox, why I use Quantower is because Buellnox is rhythmic trading. Works really well with Buellnox and with prop firms, so that's what I use. But you could use like NinjaTrader or some of the other prop firms as well, and then you can just use TradingView right here, which is probably the most simple, way easier to set up. But yeah, I use both. So to answer your question, I have both. I have TradingView on my Mac and I have Quantower on a PC. Good way to start too is just go ahead and open a TradingView account either way. So go to tradingview.com, sign up for their free account. It'll allow you to see all the charts you're seeing here. Of course, you won't see our tool on it, but then you can go to paper trading on there as well and just sort of play around.
Yeah, NinjaTrader works on Mac though, right?
Yeah, everything else works on. Yeah, everything except Quantower works on Mac, I think.
So he can execute on NinjaTrader.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's see what's happening here with gold. Haven't looked at that in a while. Gold's still just kind of climbing, it's fighting a little bit, still climbing. You got a prior week high over here at 45.93. Euro, just sort of basing a bit. Natural gas basing. Bitcoin not doing anything, and crude is up about $1.
Yeah, TradingView, you definitely want a TradingView subscription at the bare minimum, and that does work with your Mac.
Yeah, TradingView allows you to you can immediately start paper trading, which is simulation trading. It's on live markets, but of course it's just play money, right? But it's great for learning.
You might want to ease himself at least for a couple of days if especially if he just hasn't traded ever. Then yeah, just
Just go.
The basics of buying and selling on a TradingView paper account. Do that for a couple days, and then put some money into it. Get yourself.
And that gives me an idea too for another piece of learning content. We probably should do one on the difference between the different types of orders.
Yeah, exactly.
The different types of orders.
Trying to figure that part of it.
Yeah.
Trading out, that's best to do with paper trading.
Yeah, and I would definitely HB, I would head to alphaflowtrader.com, check out our learn section. You're going to see an account on prop firm trading that explains it much better than I just did. And you'll see stuff too just on like what are futures, what are the contracts, what are they worth, how do you trade them, all that kind of stuff. So you can get a lot of the basics there. So here on oil, let's jump back over to ES and NQ. It's going to be one of those mornings, y'all, I think. Just because price, you look at our areas that we want to trade, NQ could get there. ES got a long way to go. Has a long way to go. So Dow also could. I could see Dow reaching that R4 level potentially. I could definitely see Russell hitting its S4 level. But it's going to be one of those patient things, right? So like I said, we don't scalp, we don't chase trades, we wait for our setup, and then we enter trades that make the most sense based on our strategy, right? That said, if you were a scalper, here's another opportunity. You see the candle color change on ES. If you entered on this green market shift candle color change and scalped that was a big win. Big win. You see it here on NQ as well. So as I said, not a scalping indicator, but you can scalp these color changes. So if you see this green candle here and then you see this one turn orange and it gets this little triangle above it, you can absolutely scalp that down until you see a candle of the opposite color. Not necessarily what we do, but definitely can make money doing that. Yayo, appreciate the follow, man. Let us know if you have any questions. Appreciate the follow. What you guys are seeing on the screen is our KLP AI Pro indicator. Everything you see on the screen, including the signals that it calls out with the information, everything you're seeing is our indicator that gives you all your key levels, all of your market structure information you need, supply and demand, support and resistance, and value area. And so you don't have to have a million indicators. You just have one, and maybe tweak settings for a couple different instruments, but super simple. And I actually just finished a video last night that'll get loaded today on how to add our tool to your TradingView chart, which is super duper simple. The video is only 5 minutes long, and you guys will see it go up on TikTok and YouTube at some point today. Appreciate the information. There's a lot of people out here gatekeeping. Listen, I know. And that's why I told Steve, man, when we did this, and we had some people hating too. They're like, "Oh, well, your algorithm's so good. Why don't you just sell it to a bank or sell it to this?" And it's like, dude, because that's the problem, man. Like, everybody wants to gatekeep this stuff, man. Like, let everybody make money, right? Like, let everybody make money. There's no need to gatekeep it. There's not like if somebody else is successful, you're going to be less successful. And I just can't understand that mindset.
Everybody thinks, oh, if I tell them my strategy, everybody's going to use it. My strategy's not going to work anymore.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm sorry. Camarilla levels have been around for
1989.
Since the 80s, man.
Yeah. So yeah, you see that
strategy's been around since the 80s. Been profitable since the 80s. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And he's referring specifically to the strategy that has these tabs, the S3s and R3s, a Camarillo pivot strategy, and that was developed by a Harvard finance guy back in 1989, and it's been working since. So. Yeah. And listen, you're going to have people that want to charge you, pay us $150 a month so you can join our Telegram, and we'll send you signals, or so you can have the privilege of watching us live trade. Well, that's what we just do for free, because we do want you to get our indicator, right? It helps us, it helps you, but also with that indicator, you no longer have to worry about paying these other people, tuning into all these live streams every day, or paying people for signals on Telegram, or paying $1,000 for a trading course, man. Like, it's just not necessary. So we appreciate that you appreciate it, man. That's honestly why we're doing it, and I know that's kind of rare, especially as you get down into the dark web of the trading algorithm, right? It's just a lot of scammers and BS artists and people promising you a bunch of BS, but that's never going to be us. Guys joining us on the live, we appreciate it. We're live on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and X at Alpha Flow Trader, except for X is at Alpha Flow Trades. And I know I say this every day, but I think I'm just going to stop shouting out X because we don't monitor it. There's not much action there. We do put it there just in case for those people that are on X checking the news or whatever, they can see our signals. But yeah, really we're focusing on YouTube and TikTok, and then I'm on my personal Facebook as well, just for some of my friends that asked me to. So, as well as our business Facebook. So yeah, right now, let's see here, Dow.
Russell's kind of tanking, getting down to S4 now, so I'm paying attention to S4.
Yeah. So looking here, what Steve is mentioning right down here at this level, if Russell gets down here, we could potentially start looking for a reversal long there. It does have a demand zone, a nice juicy demand zone below it, so we'll see how it reacts when it gets to this level. Let's look at gold real quick. Yeah, gold's starting to turn around a little bit, just coming back down into its volume area.
And she finally did turn around and his
Yep, NQ did.
R3.
And guys, look for our scalpers. So yeah, so you don't see a signal right now on S&P or NASDAQ, but look what you do see. You see this candle color change, and you see this little shaded down triangle there. If you scalped that move there or this move off of the market shift on NQ, you're definitely in profit. Like NQ, I would have entered here, and I would have set my stop somewhere down here around this EMA. Or not my stop, my take profit, sorry. I would have set my stop just right here above all-time high. Same here on ES. Actually, I would have done the exact same thing on ES if I'm a scalper. But yeah, so several different ways that you can make money using this tool. Our signals are the signals, which will look like this. You'll see the signal. You can scroll over it, get all the information. It gives you your stop loss. It puts your stop loss and your TPs already there for you, so you don't have to think about it and do math. But even outside of that, like I said, I know a lot of the new traders, a lot of prop firm traders, a lot of the YouTube traders are all about scalping. And you see here, if you're a scalper, you see the candle color change to green here, boom, big money up. You see the candle color change to orange here, big money down. So as I talk about this, should we just start scalping on here? Should we do a scalping 30 minutes, either beginning or end? I don't know, man.
Did you find a good spot to scalp?
Yeah, maybe we throw that in there. I don't know, because I've been seeing a lot of good scalp moves the last couple of days, and I keep saying, well, it's not what we do, and each time I'm like, well, maybe I should throw one in there every once in a while, at least on the old prop firm, man. Maybe not on the live account, but yeah.
Russell's falling pretty hard into S4.
Wilvins, hey, we appreciate the follow, man. We appreciate that a lot. Let us know if you have any questions on what we're doing or what you're seeing on the screen right now or how we're using it to make money. Let us know. We're happy to talk about it. Hey, HB, that's what's up, man. Yeah, once you get in there, start playing around. I will say with TradingView, you can find anything, any information you want to know about how to find something or the basics of TradingView. They have a really good learning section on their website as well, but also just YouTube there. You can say, hey, just ask the question to YouTube or even AI, and it'll tell you how to get the basics set up. And as always, man, you can DM us here. If TikTok's your main platform, shoot us a DM on here as well. We'll answer as soon as possible. With any questions you have, and we can even reply back with our email or something like that.
Emails, info at alpha.
Yeah. I'll just throw it out there. So our email. Yeah. You can say Tim at alphaflowtrader.com, Steve at alphaflowtrader.com, or info at alphaflowtrader.com.
Dow, look like Dow's trying to make a push. Just waiting on Dow to get to that R4 level.
Yeah.
That's the most realistic looking one. And Russell as well. Russell has just too much.
Russell is so weak. Yeah. Russell is so weak right now, and that I don't even know if I love it at S4. But and just the fact that it's just now. Eventually, will it probably converge with Dow and the rest of the markets? Probably, but we'll see. Russ also does its own thing from time to time. So right now, ES and NQ, yeah, you're look, and guys, notice what I just said a second ago. I said if I was going to scalp this market shift, the candle color change, I enter here, I set my stop right there above R3, and I ride it down to this 21 EMA, and look exactly where it came to. Both of them. Look at NQ over here. Up here, you enter on the market shift on the scalp. You set your stop just above that all-time high, and look where price started to reverse right there at that EMA. There's two scalp wins right there called out by your boy Fletch.
Yeah, that's about At least a 1-to-1 for sure.
Yeah, it looks like a 1 to.
Have on this
Yeah, it's definitely it definitely was enough room, but between there and that to get. And Steve doesn't use the EMA quite like that. He uses VWAP in that same way. I use both, and that's just simply a preference thing because it's just from the day one when I started trading. It's something I've looked at, and then when I got into Camarillo's, I would use the 21 EMA to determine. I'd look at the daily chart and see if price is above the 21 EMA, then where I know I'm looking bullish. If it's below the 21 EMA, I know I'm looking bearish. So pretty simple. Like I said, we keep it stupid simple, guys. So let's see. Gold. Let's flip over to gold.
Want to run? It's kind of turning around here. R3.
Yeah.
Gold is an outside day. So yeah, we would need that R4. Euro still hanging around central pivot. Bitcoin. You guys follow that?
Let me switch over to Bitcoin.
Still bearish.
Bitcoin's still bearish. Not good news.
Signal off of it, which got stopped out.
We don't trade Bitcoin, and that's why what you're seeing on screen. Why we don't really trade Bitcoin like that, unless of course you wanted to scalp it. Because if you're looking at the color change on Bitcoin, you ride that orange on down. But yeah, it's just not something that we're really interested in trading. But we do we do have our database running, so it's learning and telling us how it's performing longer term, right? Because obviously we get biased just by watching it, but the data is what will tell us the story there. And then oil too. Oil just chopping around pre-market high. Kind of uncertain. I did see something this morning that Iran violated the ceasefire, but I did not check the news. There was just some creator, I saw it mentioning it on his feed. Did not look to check because I figured, we all figured it's going to happen eventually. Or the
fear and greed index, we are definitely in the greed right now for the indexes.
The fear and greed index, okay.
Yeah. And the crypto fear and greed index
is fear.
Are extreme fear for crypto right now.
And you see it, guys. So yeah, so he's looking right now at the fear and greed index for crypto and the index markets. And
people are afraid. Yeah, they're afraid to have their assets in
Bitcoin right now.
In Bitcoin.
And I don't blame them because I have long-term Bitcoin as well that I'm not real happy with right now. Wishing I would have sold it a long time ago and just rebought. But oh well. So but yeah, you can see definitely the fear on Bitcoin and the greed index on the indexes. Yeah.
Yeah, people are ready to. People are back to investing.
To what's real,
Yeah.
into what's real.
Putting their money in the stock.
And I'm not saying Bitcoin's not real, y'all. I'm not saying that you shouldn't invest there. There's ways to make money on Bitcoin, but I personally, right now, I was telling Steve, I just don't have a great feeling about the future of crypto right now. There's too many other things happening. Not the long-term future, just on is it going to exist or not, but on just as something that you're going to buy and invest in long-term. I'm just not sure I'm there right now. As I say, yeah, I'm just not. I think there's too much uncertainty there. There's too much government interference that could or could not happen. There's just a lot going on there. If I'm holding large amounts of portfolios in crypto, I'm definitely looking to transition those over to the other indexes and different markets. Let's see. Speaking of different markets, let's see what natural gas is doing. Okay, it's kind of just chopping. Natural gas, guys. Well, although there's another great scalp up there. Another one there. Yeah, natural gas has had a pretty good week or two. Natural gas was something we traded a little bit, but we're just observing. So like natural gas and Bitcoin, this screen you see with these two on are kind of like our observing now. That said, if I see I think I've seen enough of natural gas. If I see a good setup, will take natural gas, just because I've seen enough of it.
It moves pretty well.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so back to the indexes. Oh, look at those. Yeah, guys, look at that coming down. And this is why these key levels matter. So look, ES is now, it's already come back up there. And now it's dropping back below London. It closed back below London again. It's wicked below Asia. It's closed below pre-market high. Same with NASDAQ over here. That's why these lines, they tell the story, right? They can seem confusing. I get it. But and forget all the dashes. Like those are different points of controls. But these solid lines you see, those are your key levels that you just need to be aware of, right? You're not necessarily entering trades off them, but for example, if you'd entered a trade here, my probably TP1.
HBJ, just don't pull up the symbol on your chart. That's the best way to stay away. Just
Just
keep it off your chart.
Yeah. So
Don't even look at it.
So HB, that's a good question. So though, with these indexes, or these markets that we trade, you simply, so for example, for what you would want to do, and I'll just tell you this if you want to just kind of mark it down. The main symbols you want to look for are MES, right? That's the micro S&P, MES. You also want to look at MNQ, that's Mary Nancy Q. All right, that's the micro NASDAQ. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and drop them in the chat. Steve's going to drop in some of the main ones in the chat right now. And then when you load up your charts, you're only going to search for those. First, you're going to make sure you're under futures. You're not under stocks. You're not under options. You're just under futures. And then you're going to search those things, and you'll add those to your chart. Yeah, Bitcoin is MBT, Mary Bob T is micro Bitcoin, and then BTC is the regular Bitcoin contract, the mini contract. So just don't type those in, and you'll be all right. Yeah, we trade the S&P, NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, gold, oil, natural gas, and euro. And euro's kind of on watch as well. Euro's one that has made it back. We used to trade it a lot, and it's kind of stopped, but it's starting to gain our confidence again. But just start off. Let me pin that for you real quick so you can copy and paste it or save it. Take a screenshot. HB, I just put it in. I just pinned that comment where he says the popular futures trading symbols. Those are the ones you want to load up on your TradingView charts when you're looking at charts. Evenrod, what's up? Yurja, what's up? We appreciate it, HB, man. I'm glad you came across our channel today, man. And look forward to seeing how you progress and how we can help you do that, man. We got another one in there, Duran. Hey, and also, HB, ignore everybody when you see stuff in the chat, spammers when they pop in and say 99% sure. So, yeah, there's no such thing, dude. There's no such thing. And you also don't fall for the ones that say, 80% win rate. You don't have to have that. If you trade just a consistent strategy, you're good if you just win at 5 out of every 10 trades. You know, I mean, we win more than that. We typically average way better than that, but you can be profitable at around 50% as long as you're consistent with your strategy. Because you're always going to make more. You're going to win. Your wins will be higher than your losses. So that's how that works out. We always joke, actually, when the spammers come in and just do the opposite of whatever they say. Like, we'll usually have them come in and say, buy gold right now, buy gold. And this is like 30 minutes after we've already had a signal that won on gold, and it's currently going short. What's the win rate since going live? I think it's different for every asset, but we were sitting around in the 60s. All right. Yeah.
We have been looking up.
It's been a few days, but yeah, we're in the 60s, mid 60s.
That's also
New York.
Counting the, I guess, pre-market going into lunchtime New York. That's not the whole New York session.
Yeah, that's our prime hours. Yeah, call it, say, maybe like 7 a.m. to noon or something, as an example.
I do know the full London session.
Asia and London is looking good too.
The full London session has probably been the best win rate so far with the indicator from what is tracked. London session has been over 60%. We got Russell past S4. If we could come down to this demand zone, I'd be interested before reversing. If it gives us a signal at S4 without coming down any further, you want to put your chart on?
Yeah, sorry, I just got to answer this.
Yeah, sorry. These guys.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Duran, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm
so
with you.
London there, it's at S4 now. I would not like it very much if it decided to turn around now and give us a signal here. I prefer it to come down and at least test these. You got a demand zone not far away, as well as prior day low is at the top border of that demand zone. So I'd rather it come down a little bit more before signaling us in at S4. So hopefully get a little bit further drop on Russell there, and I'd be interested. Yeah, Durant, man, it's hard. We've tried the London session, getting up at damn 2 a.m. It's tough.
Yeah.
But we make it, it's, with the money we make during the New York session is, it's good enough for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that's it. I mean, yeah, there's times where I've thought the Asian session I do like trading, just because you can do it sort of just kind of chill at night, but before bed or whatever. But yeah, the London session, I've gotten up a couple times to trade it, but I've always said, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then it's just, man, it's tough to when that alarm goes off at 2:45 a.m. You're trying to wake up to catch that 3 a.m. open. It's tough.
Maybe when we automate this thing, man. Look out for that in the future.
Yeah.
Look out for that in the future, guys. We're working on it, and we get this thing automated. We'll have a trade London session on its own.
Yep. Yeah, that's the move.
We gotta gather enough data though.
All right, ES starting to base a little bit here, right in this volume area, and
No, SBJ, we kind of have. That's the other aspect of trading is knowing the amount you want to risk, and you definitely have to know exactly how much you're willing to lose
on any trade.
On any trade before you enter that trade. And the way we do it, we just have a flat amount, whatever our current bankroll is. Me in particular, I trade 2% of whatever my current bankroll is. So for every trade that I get in, I'm willing to risk 2% of my account. And so when I enter a trade, I have a 2% stop loss. And it is what it is. If it loses 2%, then I lose 2%. And same goes for if I win. I want to win at least 2% or 4%.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, the easy way to do it, especially if you're doing the prop firm stuff we're talking about, is just set a dollar about. Say, okay, I know that I have to make 3,000 to pass this eval before I lose 2,000 or 2,500, whatever it is. Set your just figure out what you're comfortable with, man. Just set a dollar amount. Say, I'm willing to risk $100 per trade on this account, and I'm not taking anything less than $100 on a win. All right. So yeah, that stays steady and consistent for us.
There are some strategies out there where people, as
buy more.
Price goes up, they'll scale in, they'll buy more as price goes up. Us in particular, we're fixed rate guys.
Yeah.
We just buy in,
keep it simple,
and we set our stop, and we set our profit, our take profit levels, and price is either going to hit your
one or the other,
or your take profit.
Yeah, we don't want to be in there enter and say, okay, I'm gonna sell one buy one, which people do. Now that said, if you're in a longer trade and you see a price you're in a long, for example, and just comes down, then yeah, you may want to offset it by buying another contract or something, but that's more swing trading, right?
All right, so Russell here has given us a good signal. What do we got? We got 5 minutes left on this candle. Did it come?
No, it's confirmed.
All right, so I was going to say I would give Russell, ideally I'm not very comfortable getting in here. This would be one of those 2 attempt type things. So if I do get in, I'll give myself a second attempt because I really want it to come down to
I'll take one. I'll just take one contract 1-to-1.
So how much is what's our risk here? One contract,
yeah, just one.
this is one of those situations where you gotta give yourself 2 shots at it, because it did not take out the liquidity at those lower levels.
It did not,
Prior
yeah.
day low, right there.
Yeah, we'll see. And also, HB, I want you to see on my screen, I'm trading the mini contract. So mine, right now, if you were in this trade, you'd be down $6.50 or $7.50 now, $12. So yeah, so do not let that number fool you. I'm on a higher contract, a mini contract. Micro contracts, the symbols we gave you, it'd be 1/10 of this. So when you see me down 80, you'd be down $8. And like normally I would take 2 contracts here, and I would set 1 TP right here, 1 TP right there. But because it's overall bearish, and like Steve said, there's still some liquidity that could get taken out, and just going to go half risk there. So I only took 1 contract and 1 profit level. Otherwise, you would see another profit level up here for another basically double the profit. So we'll see what happens. Anything else happening? Let's look back at ES and NQ. Oh, that's ugly on ES. Now I want to see that after you enter a trade.
I think Dow is the only one that's kind of like still fighting its way, which I prefer. I prefer to at least inch its way up to R4.
Dow here,
and,
yeah.
Just dump with the rest of the markets.
Yep. Yeah, ES right now and NQ both strong selling pressure.
They're coming down. Sure.
Yep, strong selling pressure
They are
there.
coming off at all-time highs, so a lot of people
Took profit.
taking profits on a Friday.
Yep. Wow, that's a big move. Yeah, that's not going to look good for the Russell trade.
Russell's getting ready to stop out.
Yeah, that was bad timing there. Look. Yeah, look at this candle. And this is what's driving it right here. You see how the S&P and NASDAQ are both pushing down extremely. They just drug Russell down with it. So all good. That's why we did half risk there. So if you were in this trade right now, I'll lose 310. You're going to lose 31 bucks if you're on a micro contract. So if you're on 2 micro contracts, 60 bucks, 3 micro, 90 bucks, so on and so forth. But if you just had 1 micro contract, you would have just lost only $30 on this. But we'll see. Come on, let's fight a little bit. At least make it interesting. Was there any news?
No news. It's just normal.
Just a little sell off, a little Friday sell off. All good, all good. Let's see what oil's doing. I don't. Oil was basing for a long time. It started climbing about 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago. But it's still right around its central pivot. It does have some nice targets above it. You've got the Asia high here, the London high here, the prior week there. Prior week low.
I think it was outside day, you said.
I believe so, yeah. Let me check it real quick. So inside, outside day. Let's look at the 1 day. Yeah, it's outside day.
Yeah, we got a long ways to go.
For oil, oh yeah, long ways. Yeah.
Euro. Not really much going on here.
No, some more strong selling pressure on ES. Gold. What's gold? How's gold reacting here? Gold, just chopping, basing around right in the middle of its value area here, guys. And this is why this blue area, it's where price likes to stay, right? So, and now if it gets outside of it, you kind of bank on it going back.
Russell's been the only one. I'm sorry, Dow. Dow's been the only one that's kind of holding up. It's starting to break, but it's been the strongest one so far out of all the indexes has been Dow.
Yep. Seeing a little bit of fight right now. ES fighting off that prior day. The prior day low there. Or is that the prior day high?
ES is at prior day's high. It's above prior day's high. And central pivot, everything's lined up right there. Central pivot high, Asia point of control.
Yeah.
So very
traffic jam there.
very volatile level right there where we may chop around for a bit.
That's not,
Now, if
yeah.
it just blows through it, if it breezes through that level, through that much,
There it
all these
goes.
point of controls, then we're extremely weak.
Yep. Overall, guys, yeah, kind of looking weak right now. Overall, make no mistake, we're still in a bullish market on these indexes, despite what you're seeing right now. All right.
It is Friday, too, guys. End of the week, end of a shortened week, and
It's been a weird week.
yeah.
You know, it's been a profitable week still, but a weird week.
Usually at the end of the week, we kind of like to take it easy. A lot of half risk trades going on. Just don't want to take much, especially if you've had a good week already and you're up on the week. You don't want to give much of that back on a Friday. Going into the weekend, a lot of crazy stuff happens. People exiting their positions.
Yeah.
So you just gotta be mindful of that, and just protect your profits that you made during the week on a Friday, man. Just don't do anything crazy.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So looks like that. Did that Russell trade stop?
No, not yet. It's about
It's
to.
fighting there. It's fighting.
Yeah, I've almost been stopped out like.
should have.
Yeah, I've almost been stopped out like 5 times already.
Yes, and NQ has continued lower.
Yeah, ES and NQ are very weak right now, and Russell's just fighting for its life there. Same with Dow. So maybe Russell was onto something today, you know, and
Yeah.
he just started his move early.
Yeah. It's been a clean
It was
move,
extremely
too. Russell's
bearish.
been a clean move down. ES and NQ had to.
Yeah,
make
there's
their
the stop
all-time
there.
highs.
There's the stop.
Yeah.
DJI, yeah, as a stock is a pretty good stock. Cam, what's up? Yeah, I got stopped out there. And in hindsight, I'm not really happy with myself taking that trade. I'll be honest with you, just with this extreme bearishness, you know. But it is one of those things where, or I take that back. What I should have waited for was to see an actual break above S4. You know.
That's what it did. The candle, it did signal us.
I mean, the confirming
The signal
candle.
wasn't close above S4.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's either you gotta expect to take 2 attempts at it, that's
Like
what
you
I'm
said that
trying to say.
beforehand. Yeah.
Because
There is
it
liquid.
has a lot of reason to continue lower, which is
Yeah,
prior days low and
for sure.
the demand zone there. So you take half risk on the first trade, and if it does get down to where you expect it to go down, now you go full risk and try to, get that loss back. And if that doesn't work, then you call it a day.
Yeah.
You take your 2 losses, take your 2 O's on the day, and move on to Monday.
Yeah, ES and NQ looking super weak. And it's going to take a long time before they get near anywhere we would trade again, just because S3 is so far down and R4 now is even further. So we'll see. It could hit S3. That's really just, golly, it's dumping. What's oil doing? I bet it's going up. Yep. It just hit Asia and London highs. And it's fighting there. You guys see right here the purple and blue lines right here, the Asia and London highs. Let's see, gold. What's gold doing? Gold's starting to fight. Gold's starting to fight on its own a bit. Euro as well. Natural gas coming down pretty steadily. And of course, Dow and Russ.
Yeah, ES has reached London low now.
Yep. Now coming for Asia. Looking around on the charts, my goal is to at least get to where I can profit. Yeah, that's gonna take some time, man. Yeah, that's gonna take some time. But I
That's
tell you,
very, very realistic. That's
Yeah.
a very realistic. That's a very realistic goal, man.
Yeah.
4,000 to 5,000 a month, very realistic.
yeah, and with the prop firm trading too, man. Like I said, prop firm trading and your live account. So say you have your live account on one, and then you got your prop firm accounts we told you about on the other. Just take smaller risks on your live one, take larger risks on your prop firm till you feel real confident. And then, yeah, because you can, those prop firm payouts, man, once, especially if you have multiple prop firm accounts. So say you make $1,000 a month on one prop firm account. Well, you can copy trade across 4 or 5 prop firm accounts. Now that 1,000 is 4 or 5,000, and that's still without you having any of your own money in an account. So. 'What time are we at? 10:47. Yeah, it might be one of those days where we have we'll see, maybe a one trade day. What's Russell doing right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Russell, for me, that's the only realistic
Yeah.
trade that's has potential. So we'll watch Russell here if it gives us another opportunity, which is very close to doing. It would need to come down into that green shaded box area and then fire off another signal. Absolutely.
What was the question?
Absolutely, man.
A lucky
Yeah.
trade day.
We've had lucky trade days and we've had bad trade days. And we've had consistent, we've had days that go as planned, and we've had days that, yeah, those are the lucky days where it didn't go as planned, but we got
We
lucky.
still got- yeah.
Maybe a breaking news
Exactly.
came out and we were in a trade and
Oh yeah, yeah.
just,
Because luck's not really a part of it. But to Steve's point, yes, you have if it goes to our best thing is if the day goes as planned. That's our goal, right?
Yeah.
But say it's a day where you're like, I'm in this trade and it's going the wrong way right now. I'm probably definitely going to get stopped out. And then boom, Trump tweets something and it just goes the opposite way. And which actually happened this week on one trade. What were we in? I can't even remember. It was crude or something. Yeah. And so I guess, you could say that was a lucky break for sure.
anytime you're on the right side of a breaking news candle, that's a lucky trade.
Yeah. Yeah. But dude, honestly, man, there's not luck to it. It's not gambling. It's a strategy, and you just perform the same strategy very methodically, robotically, over and over and over again, and it produces, right? It's not rocket science. It's saying, hey, if I only enter on this strategy, I know the winning rate is this, then it doesn't matter if I even lose 3-4 trades in a row. It doesn't matter because the math's all going to work out, right? So there's this thought that sometimes new traders have, like, oh, I just got to win. No, dude, you're going to have losses. You might have a losing day. You might have a losing week. We don't have losing weeks. But we will definitely have a losing day here or there. I think we had one last week, and today could be one this week. But it doesn't matter when the rest is.
Yeah, you'll have losing streaks as well, man.
Yeah.
Part of trading is the psychology of handling losses, man. Losses is part of the game. We don't say we don't lose at all because we clearly do. We'll lose on stream. We'll lose off stream.
Yeah.
If you can manage your risk and keep those losses small and your winners bigger than your losses, then
That's
you do
all.
very well over time.
That's all that matters. And I will
This
say,
is a marathon, guys,
Yeah.
not a sprint.
yeah, and I will say that too. Steve mentioned the psychology piece of it. HB 100% recommend get on if you have Amazon or Kindle or whatever you use for like ebooks or anything like that, or just go on Amazon and spend the $10 and order a trading psychology book, because day trading psychology book, because that is a huge part of it, man, because you're going to you're going to be like, oh, you're going to see that, oh, it's in red. And just the natural reaction for human reaction is to see red. You're like, oh, I don't want to lose anything. Well, there's ways you can deal with that, man. And the psychology part of it is is honestly it's the most important part. You can learn this stuff that we're doing here, man. To learn the right mindset, that is by far the hardest part. Yeah, by far.
Yeah, everybody's just ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
We probably got what, 10 minutes ourselves, you think?
Yeah, we'll probably get out. Yeah, we'll probably get out of here around 11, guys, this morning, just because the way the markets are moving after this week. And there we go, son of a. Hey, you talk about unlucky.
Lucky trade and bad luck trades.
You see it right there, HB. We got stopped out right here, and now look where this trade is.
There goes your bad luck, good luck, bad luck.
You see that? But our discipline is, if we'd have said no, let's stay in it a little longer, then your risk gets bigger, then everything's out of whack. Then, so you have to. That stop loss is there for a reason. It's not a suggestion; it's a must. All right. So, now we'll see still ultimately what happens with it, because it looks really indecisive right now. What's the other indexes doing? Same thing. Gold, same thing, and I bet oil's coming down. Yep. You see, guys, I'm not a guru when I say that I bet oil's coming down or going up. It's simple. When I see these big candles going up on the indexes, I already know that oil's going to be coming down, and vice versa. And oil really is coming down. So maybe some news. This has got to be news, actually. So probably going to see.
Dow did. Is it still pumping?
Yeah.
Dow got to R4. Yeah, it is pumping.
Yeah. There may have been some news here. We'll know in just a second. The red lines is your stop loss. No, So I'll show you what the stop loss is. Let me show you on this bigger screen here, and I'll zoom it, make it nice and fat, and zoom it. Okay, so the stop loss, this one's kind of hidden there. So the stop loss is, it told you to enter the trade here.
The red dotted line.
Yeah, the red dotted line right there. The red dotted line right here is your stop loss. And then your two profit lines are right here. See where it says TP1 and TP2? That's your profit lines. The colored lines have nothing to do with that. Those are your levels that you're looking at around it. But your stop loss is gonna have this label where it says stop loss 62 ticks, how many contracts you should take, and then you'll see the same thing for the take profit 1 and take profit 2, which right now it's about to hit take profit 1 after we got 1 ticked out of that trade. Yeah, so there you go. You got to see it. We barely got ticked out for a loss right here, and then look what it did. It's now a winner. But hey, that's how it goes.
So we do have the naval blockade will now be lifted, and I will be meeting now in the Situation Room to make a final determination. So I guess he's going to make his determination on the ceasefire deal. But if he's lifting the naval blockade as well.
That's why you're seeing oil. That's why you're seeing this with oil.
Yeah, so.
One candle's taken out the last hour's worth of movement on oil. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, it looks like if Trump says it's true, maybe we'll have a peace deal here today before the weekend.
In which case.
Which will send markets higher.
Yeah, it'll send markets higher, and I would then start looking for shorts way up here. You know?
Yeah. Now, we did have Dow hit the R4, but since that's a news candle that just ran into R4, gonna hold off on that news candle and see if the markets really want to continue running from here. R5 might be in play now.
Yeah.
Debt officially, 51,000. Milestone, or no, it hasn't. No, we've hit 51,000 before. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, we hit like 51.16 or something like that, or I can't remember. SR, what's up? What was that signal? Gold. We did have a gold winner on. Oh, that's on the 2-minute. Sorry. So we did have a gold winner on the 2-minute chart. So like I said, you can trade this on the 5s, the 2s, the 15s, whatever you want. For example, I'll switch over to the 15-minute chart for a second while we're just chilling and show you what I mean. Now, for you guys that are new, all I mean when I say 5-minute, it means each one of these bars right here is 5 minutes long. Now, for example, I switched this to 15, so each one of these bars is now 15 minutes long. All right, so let's see if I can go back and find an example. Like there's an example of the trade on the 15-minute. That looks like, yes, a winner. So on the 15-minute time frame here on ES, you see a reversal short. It called the signal right here, There's your stop loss. There's your 2 TPs that it went through. But it's a much longer trade, right? Because each one of these is 15 minutes instead of 5 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever you want to trade. And conversely,
Uranium, so it looked like some details of the ceasefire is coming out. Uranium will be unearthed by the U.S. in coordination with Iran, plus the International Atomic Energy Agency, and destroyed. No money will be exchanged until further notice. So he's not giving Iran.
the other day it was 20. The other day he was offering them 25 billion.
And the uranium is going to be unearthed by the U.S., not given to China.
Who's that coming
Or
from?
Russia, Trump.
Okay.
It's coming
Okay.
from Trump.
Okay. So the guys, well, don't bust out the banners yet, y'all. The victory banners.
All water mines.
If you want to call it a victory, I don't know that it's a victory to reopen a strait that was already open.
And the
And
U.S. will unearth Iran's uranium.
right, which they said was obliterated in June of 2025.
They
So
say they will destroy it rather than keep it for themselves. We'll see if that holds true.
oh, that shit's definitely coming home with us. So yeah, you see that, man. So peace news happens, markets immediately turn around, and oil immediately starts to. Let me get on oil here. It starts to dump. So
Yeah, we'll see if Iran actually agrees. That's what. If we get follow-up news from Iran,
or if they
Trump
don't
right now.
or if they don't disagree.
See, exactly. So if Iran, doesn't say that the U.S. is going to unearth the uranium, yeah, if Iran agrees, then we're gonna continue to go higher. Oil should continue to go lower, and indexes should
And
continue to go higher.
it should give us, and if it's sustained over the weekend, it should give us a good week next week where you're in a nice trending market,
Yeah.
a nice bullish trending market, right? Because it's been choppy this week, guys. It's been choppy with the conflicting news back and forth, right? SK, what's up? Cam Witherspoon, what's up, bro? Yeah, Dow climbing. Dow might be getting interesting up here around the supply zone in R5. Russell hit TP1 and is showing some selling pressure now. So but that sucks, man. To get how much? No, how much did we get stopped out by? It was very close. Yeah, a tick or two, man. 29.03, less than $1. We got ticked out before that one did eventually hit that TP1 off that news scandal, which is so ironic that he was asking about lucky, unlucky. That's an example of it. You can plan and strategize and enter the right trade, but you cannot defend yourself against a breaking news tweet or something like that. There's just no way to do it. Not for retail traders, anyway. If you're running in losses, just get out of here, bro. Yeah, new followers today, man. We appreciate you guys. HB, we appreciate all the questions. Sears, we appreciate it. Yeah, we look forward to sort of watching you guys on this journey, man. Seeing and we're here to help. Even if you just have questions about, hey, is this legit? Is this not legit? Or is this, because that's one thing we can definitely tell you is where to avoid information from and where you can trust it. All right. Okay, let's see. What are your max trailing drawdowns and max contracts?
Max contract. Are you referring to Buellnox prop firm rules?
Yeah, are you talking about on the prop firm account or on the Buellnox? Yeah.
In futures, so whenever you get into a trading futures, like in stocks, you trade shares. In futures, you trade contracts. So if you see our position is 3.
Like I took one contract on that
Yeah,
Dow
just
trade
now
earlier.
on the Dow or the Russell trade, Tim was in that for one contract. You can buy multiple contracts. You can have 2, 3, 4.
I think
Buellnox, depending on the future contract you're trading, whether it's a mini contract or a micro contract. I think with minis, you can only trade up to
7, yeah, I think.
7.
But you'll be on
contracts.
micros, you can trade up to like 50 or something. Yeah.
So if you honestly, HBJ, if you're unfamiliar with futures, first I would learn the terminology of how futures, what are future contracts. You got to learn what a tick value is, what's the difference between a mini contract and a micro contract, and you can learn all of that on the website. If you go to our website, www.alphaflowtrader.com, if you go to the learning section, there's a section there that breaks down what is futures trading and all the terminology that comes along with futures trading. You definitely want to learn your tick values and definitely the difference between a mini contract and a micro contract.
Yep. And but no, the questions too, that's where you can email us, man. You can email us tim@alphaflowtrader.com. Or actually just email both of us and copy us, and that way whoever's online can answer you. So tim@alphaflowtrader.com and Steve STEVE@alphaflowtrader.com, and we'll help you out, man, as much as we can and help you get started, man. And
as
so
far as drawdown goes too, I know you said what is a trailing drawdown. So a trailing drawdown is, let's say we start you off with 50,000, right? Well, Bunox, let's say you choose the $50,000 account, and Bunox starts you out for 50,000. They give you what's called a drawdown of $2,500. Excuse me. They give you a drawdown of $2,500. So if you get into a trade at 50,000 and your trade loses, it draws down to, what's it, 47,500, 47,500.
It's basically the amount you can lose before you have to reset the account.
That's your loss limit, is that $2,500 drawdown. Now, what they mean by trailing is, let's say you take your account from 50,000
to 55
to 51,000. Now, if you from 51,000, if your account falls $2,500, then you blow your account. So that $2,500 buffer is constantly trailing up
on live accounts.
No,
on the eval too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It's trailing as well. So yeah, that $2,500 drawdown is trailing as you profit, as you go higher. So if you get up to 52,000, then you fall $2,500 below the 52,000, then
you basically just get you can't lose more than 2,500 consecutively.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so that's and I honestly don't worry so much about that. Just know you want to make 3,000 before you lose 2,500. That's the simplest way to put it. You make 3,000 on the eval before you lose 2,500. That's it. That's the simplest way to put it. Do not start digging into all the prop firm rules and all that, because you'll get confused, and there's no need for you to just focus on the basics of the trading right now. Read a little bit about the psychology, a little bit about charts, and then and start there for sure. And then when you're ready, you get everything set up and you're ready to take that first funded trade. Maybe it's early next week or whenever it is. Just take the weekend and do some research. Then when you join back with us, then you can see, like, when our signals call out on this live, you can sort of follow along and take the trades we take. Of course, at any time you can go to the website and get your own as well. But I would just join with us. And
we also have a section on prop firms as well. Prop firms explained.
Yeah.
The learning section, we do have a section on prop firms and how all that works, as well as,
in very simple terms.
Prop firm challenge as well.
Yep. What time is it? All right, it's after 11. Yeah, we're about to jump off here.
Let's do a quick.
Let's run through and we'll show you guys what we're looking for the rest of the day.
Which I think is only going to be Dow and possibly Russell.
So for ES, and so to be clear, for the S&P and NASDAQ, we're not really looking for any trades the rest of the day. Unless by some miracle it just gets to one of these super extremes, which I just don't see happening. Dow and Russell are going to be two that we may consider here. So Steve, we're saying Dow, we're looking basically at R5, right?
Yeah, Dow is R5. R5s. We'll see this R4 level right now. I just got to see the
I got to see it
price action. Price action. R5 will be ideal. But
potentially, if you see it start rejecting below R4 and watch for that, you may take a short here as well. But the ideal trade would be up here
R5.
At R5, yep. And then for Russell,
It definitely has to get inside that green shaded area, guys.
Down here.
It's got to get down, trade inside that green shaded area before turning around, or come all the way down to S5.
Yep. All right. So yeah. So for Dow, you're looking ideally at 51,230 for a short, potentially at 51,016, just depending on the price action. For Russell, it needs to at least get down, let's say, even to around 28.90, somewhere within this green, 28.95 or something in this green zone, and then you can start thinking about reversals there. All right, gold.
Gold is at R4.
Gold is,
I
yeah.
don't like where R4 is positioned. If I just look back to my left, there's a lot of liquidity above R4 for gold to continue to take out before reversing on R4. So for me, I'd leave gold alone, especially gold looks so strong right now.
It does.
I wouldn't be interested in any trades at R4.
For gold.
R4 is in play. You know, if it gives you a signal, it gives you a signal, but I wouldn't be interested in any plays at R4 for gold. Any shorts at least.
Euro R4 basically.
Euro pump as well.
Yeah, it did. Euro and gold are pumping. They're loving the peace news. You know,
Yeah.
dollar's gonna go up. The dollar's gonna go up. Gold's gonna go up. Euro's gonna go up.
Everything's really bullish right now. But yeah, R4 for Euro.
All right, so R4 at 1.17005 would be your only play for a short reversal there. We'll look at crude.
Where's Euro at? R3 right now?
Euro's at R3.
Yeah, it's still outside there.
Yeah,
R3 does look.
it looks like a nice level right now. Yeah.
It's right above a lot of highs right now.
Yeah, you got a value area high too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
All right, so oil.
Oil.
It's at S3 right now. Right around pre-market low.
Oil definitely gonna dump the rest of the day. So yeah, S4 for sure. The oil should come.
Assuming Iran doesn't say everything's false.
Yeah. So I take a look at S4 on oil and just monitor the price action. You want to see it starting to slow down from this bearish trend and
Start chopping around there.
Around S4, and then you start seeing a lot of bottoming wicks and weak price action. And yeah, I take a look at S4 for oil.
Yep. All right.
So, yeah, so the only three for sure I'd look at it would be
Dow, Russell,
and oil.
All right, so Dow at 51,230, Russell down here, just say around 28.95. Start watching it for a reversal, and then oil way down here at 85.55. So that's your little call outs for the rest of the day. But mindful, it is Friday, and there is ongoing geopolitical news right now, so just keep that in mind. All right, cool. Well, guys, it's been a good live. HB, we really appreciate it, man. Reach out to us. You got our emails. It's basically our names, Tim or Steve, at alphaflowtrader.com. And anybody else has questions too, reach out to us. We're super accessible. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. No questions or dumb questions. Yeah, I understand. I understand exactly where you're coming from when you're starting this, and there is no dumb questions. So,
for all our new subscribers this week as well to the KLP program, appreciate you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
We'd love to hear any feedback. Hope you guys are doing well and understanding the program and using it with your strategy successfully. If you guys have any questions, man, hit us back, give us some feedback, or even feature requests that you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out, most importantly, to all those who have purchased one of our indicator subscription from us. And like Steve mentioned, reach out if you have any questions or if you think something's whatever. Well, that's what we're here for. Reach out. We can help you. If you're noticing something's off or something seems off or you have settings questions, whatever it may be, just let us know. All right. Anything else, Steve?
That's it.
Before we roll into the weekend?
Enjoy your weekend, guys.
Yep. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll be back with you guys Monday morning first thing. In the meantime, just hope you guys have a safe and fun weekend. And we'll check you guys next week. alphaflowtrader.com for all of your information on our tools as well as just our learning center. And follow us at AlphaFlowTrader on all social platforms. All right. We appreciate you guys. Have a good weekend. God bless.